Today I want to talk to you about the all-purpose canine. So if you look at where it all began, it's hard to beat the original, the wolf. The wolf is an alpha predator, which means it's on top of the food chain. That doesn't mean that, for example, a bear cannot be stronger than a wolf. Of course they can. But wolves work in packs. So the benefit of that is that they communicate with each other and have pressure from different sides. So also a pack of wolves can kill a bear if needed. They can also cover a lot more terrain because they work in groups. They can hunt for small animals. And if every animal on its own does that, you have more benefit than when, for example, a bear tries to hunt for mice and rats. Because it takes a lot of mice and rats to feed the bear, and also the bear is a lot more slow in comparison. It doesn't mean that the bear cannot reach high speeds, because they can. They can reach phenomenally high speeds, but it costs masses of energy to do that. So I'm also not slating the bear off that it's not a good alpha predator. The benefit of being a bear, for example, is that they can have a hibernation, which wolves can't. So when there's little food, they can just be very calm and sleep off and rest and live off the reserves that they placed in fat. Also, bears are really omnivorous, so even more so than wolves are. Wolves are primarily carnivores, so meat eaters. So there's always a benefit in different scenarios. But you can see that wolf, like canines, can survive. And perhaps an even better optimal wolf, like a dog, is the coyote. So the coyote can live a solitary life, but can also work in packs. And you can also see that coyotes and foxes, for example, are able to live in regions where wolves cannot. If it's too crowded, a fox can follow the culture and still live there. Also, when they are hunted hard, foxes are often still surviving, whereas wolves are often exterminated out of a region. This holds also true with the coyote, which sits comfortably between fox and wolf, and it could even eat and predate off of foxes. And the thing is, they even predate off other canines like dogs. One coyote lures the dogs, and then the packs get it. Goedenavond.
Hallo.
Hoi hoi. So, the ultimate survivor would very well be the coyote. And why do I think so? I think coyotes can live off of small animals, so the things that, for example, foxes hunt, almost all can also be quite efficiently be hunted by coyotes. They can also work in packs, whereas foxes normally don't have this ability that much. They're quite solitary, maybe a couple, but that's it. And they don't need that much as compared to wolves. Hoi hoi. Hallo. Hey. Oh, zachtjes aanraken.
Ja, heel zo lief.
Heel lief, ja. Ik kan wel laten zien dat ze het niet mee eens is, maar ze is echt heel lief.
Nee, precies. Ze laat het wel zien.
Zie je?
Ja, ze wil spieren. Niet veel, maar...
Hoe oud is ze nu?
8. spelen.
Ja, maar ze speelt graag, hè?
Ja, nou, niet
Met
altijd.
Spijkje wel.
Af en toe wel, ja.
Ja.
Af en toe.
Dat vindt Spijkje wel leuk, hoor.
Ja.
Hoi, hoi.
Hoi.
And also the thing is, what I like a lot about the coyotes, that they also interbreed with wolves. So for example, if you see the coy wolves, which are coyotes bred to wolves, they are bigger, stronger, even more pack animals often than the regular coyotes. So also you can have different variations between the breeds that breed through and breed strong hybrid predators that are close to the strength of a wolf and with the benefits of the coyote. Also coyotes have very large canines, and I'm not meaning that they are very large dogs. They can be, especially coy wolves are, but the teeth in their mouth are, if you compare it to the body weight, very big. You also see this with foxes. They're very nice big canines, whereas that of a wolf are often, compared to the weight, a little bit smaller. You see also this in some dogs, for example the terrier breeds, often they carry a little bit stronger and longer and better developed canines than, for example, retrieving breeds. Yeah? There's some variation based on purpose, but also on selection, what works, what is needed, and of course the bigger you are, the less relative size of teeth you need to do the things that you need, because you already have more strength and you don't need that big perforation depth. So the wolf, for an example, brings strength. It can be up to 60 kilograms or even bigger, good enough to take down big quarry. They also are very intelligent. They work in groups. They have an intelligent animal. They also have an animal that is very capable of tracking, very adept at hearing, seeing, smelling the quarry, the prey that they prey upon. And also you have a dog like canine that's very fast, can cover large amounts of distance, has a good strong skin to protect it, good coat that is not overly thick but gives a good warmth and protection. Also a little bit of camouflage. The patterns that you see in wolves often help them to get to their prey unseen or less seen. Oh, very nice. And you see in the dog world you can have better fighters, for example the fighting canines. For example an American Pit Bull Terrier. You can have faster dogs like the greyhounds. You can have dogs that are better with smell, for example the bloodhound. There are all different types of dogs that emphasize one aspect of the wolf, whereas the wolf has it all combined. Also, for example, a sled dog is much stronger at pulling weights than, for example, a wolf is. Whereas a wolf is very vital and can live a long age as well. Genetic diversity and also the selection of breeding best to best. Only the alpha pair breeds unless there is very much food. Then the second and the third, etc. breed. So this gives you selection upon selection of the best, and it makes them also very lively. It's not unseen that wolves kept in captivity can reach 20 years or even 25 years of age because they're so genetically sound. If you look at the similar size canine, for example, German Shepherds, you won't see that age. Never. Hoi hoi. It also gives you some insight how good selection can be if you select for performance instead of just looks. It's getting darker now. Time for the wolf to come out and to hunt. They also have very good eyesight, even in the dark. Not as good as cats, but still very good. And we are going home. The dog on the leash was a patterdale terrier. A terrier selected for generations to hunt a formidable quarry, which means quarry that's able to defend itself. For example, red fox, badger, also sometimes hawks or big rodents such as nutria or more exotics for Europe, like the raccoon dog from Asia or the raccoon from America. Hope you like this video about the wolf, and I think that I made a point why the coyote can be even better. The thing is, here in Europe we don't have coyotes. A bat in the air, see? Because they never took them here. Whereas there are red foxes in America because people took them there for hunting purposes. Also, you see this in Australia. You see what the damage they did. Dingoes are also solitary type of wolves. Huh? They are wild dogs that work solitarily. Also formidable type of wild dogs. And you have the red dolls that hunt in smaller groups. Also very nice. Like smaller type of jungle wolves. There are all kinds of different wild species that have their own benefits. And it's not so that the wolf, which is spread the most in America, Russia, China, even in America, Europe, it was everywhere. But in the current day and age, with all its adventures and industrial revolution, it's a little bit too big to cope, especially if you compare it to, for example, coyotes. You can very easily see this if you look at the territory that the coyote still lives or the red fox still lives, as compared to that of the wolf. Also, red foxes and coyotes are both hunted very hard, poisoned, trapped, killed by dogs, killed by hunters with guns, and still keep surviving. It's very intriguing. Have a nice day all. Bye bye.